We are here for a very good and a very serious reason. And I want to introduce someone to the stage who's going to then introduce our guest speaker for tonight. And it's going to be so important that each and every one of us listen closely to what they're going to have to say. So if I can ask, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. I want to introduce Donnie Lawrence to the microphone. He's a student at NC State. He's studying engineering, and his family is from the Wingate area. He's going to be introducing his younger sister, who's going to be our guest speaker tonight. So give Donnie a good round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Donnie Lawrence. I'm humbled to be here this evening to introduce my sister, Emily. 5 years ago, she was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. I was 14. It was a very confusing and upsetting time for our family. I can remember my mom frantically trying to learn everything she could about this little-known disease, while trying to shelter us to some degree from what this really meant for Emily's life and the future of our family. The most impressive part in all of this has been my sister's tenacious spirit, her unwillingness to let cystic fibrosis change who she is, what she can do, and what she wants to be. She is our light, our strength, and our love. I would like to introduce my sister, Emily.
My mom says I had some breathing issues and trouble getting weight when I was real little. That probably led to the doctors finding out that it was cystic fibrosis. Once I was diagnosed, I started taking different drugs and doing new treatments to fight the disease. Besides living with CF, I am a regular kid. I like to play soccer with my friends Madison, Haley, Rachel, Alyssa, and Anna. I ride horses, play soccer, and I just started Girls on the Run a few weeks ago. I'll be doing my first 5K in April. I had to ask my mom how long the 5K was. When she told me it was a whole 3 miles, my eyes popped out. But I knew I could do it because I love to run. I also love animals. I'm addicted to Animal Planet on TV, and my favorite toys are webkins on the animals, which is even more fun. My favorite thing to do in school is writing poetry in recess, of course. I am an NC State fan because my brother Donnie is a freshman there this year. I miss him a lot when he is away at school, but he checks on me almost every night to see how I'm doing. My favorite singers are Taylor Swift and Carrie Underwood, and my best friend in the whole world is Brownie the bear, my stuffed animal. I go nowhere without my Brownie. I wish my life was as simple as just going to school, playing with my friends, and snuggling with Brownie the bear. Living with CF can be complicated. Cystic fibrosis is a disease in your lungs, and you have to do lots of treatments to stay healthy. Usually I have a bad cough, but when I do my medicines, it gets better. My main issue has been a nasty bacterial infection in my lungs that are hard to get over. So I have to go in the hospital for days or weeks, and this also means I have to miss school. In January and February, I was on home office, which took 4.5 hours of a day to do. I would get ready for school, do my morning treatments and IVs, and head off to school. I only went to school for half a day because I had to come back home home to do more IVs, and still had to do the rest of my normal treatments. It can take up an entire day, but I try not to let it interfere with the things I love to do or with being able to play with friends. But it's hard sometimes. With this last lung infection, I got to come home. This was good because when I'm in the hospital, I am isolated in my room because I can get worse lung infections. Plus, CF patients can transfer yucky bacteria to each other, so I have to stay away from everyone. I was in the hospital for 5 days at the end of the year and only left my room twice for 30 minutes. I can't go to the playroom at the hospital, which stinks, but I get used to it. I get nervous sometimes being in the hospital, but I find things to keep me busy. I draw, color, look out the window and count cars, watch TV, and play webkins. The doctors and nurses at Chapel Hill, which is the CF care center that I come to, are the best. They work hard to help me and other kids fighting CF. I take a lot of different drugs to stay healthy and to keep my lungs clear. And also enzymes to gain weight. I take those with every meal and snack, usually about 24 enzymes in a day. There are also nebulizer treatments, steroids, and hypertonic serum. I was one of the youngest patients to get to use hypertonic serum. It's basically breathing in salt to bring up the mucus. It makes me cough a lot, but that's good for me. I also take Flonase, Relax, and do my vest. The vest is a machine that I wear twice a day for at least 20 minutes, and basically it shakes the mucus out of my lungs. All in all, I take 30 pills and treatments in a day, which adds up to almost 2 hours of therapy every day. I do my therapies before school and at night to keep my lungs clear. I'm used to it. It's become a part of my life. But I don't like having to do it at all. It cramps my style because I'd much rather be outside running and playing. But I know that I have to do it because it keeps me healthy until a cure is found. When I hear about someone losing their life to cystic fibrosis, it makes me sad. One of my best friends was asking her mom questions about cystic fibrosis. When she came to my house, she was asking me if I was going to die in my 30s. She was so upset, but I think it upset me even more. All I can do is focus on my health, taking my medicine and treatments, even though I sometimes don't want to. I know that I have the right medicines and that even more medicines are being developed by the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Looking at this room full of generous people gives me hope. I believe I can overcome CF with your help. I will. When I grew up, I went to be a veterinarian. I wanted to have a farm with lots of animals, and especially lots of horses. Please help me realize that my dreams and dreams of all the kids fighting for their lives like me. Thank you for attending tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you, especially my mom, dad,